Blog Talk Radio.
Hello.
Okay.
This is Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Now we've been having some technical problems. I want to make sure everybody's here. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
And what about you, Karen? Are you there?
I'm right here, hanging out, being my groovy
Good.
self.
Now, I know that there's been some technical problems, so I don't know how good the callers are going to be coming through. I have submitted a support, subject to Blog Talk, and they're usually very good about fixing things. And it is really strange because usually we'd be having callers waiting in the wings right now. We'd be having.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really strange. I got you on, Karen, with the dial things.
I'm right here.
Yeah. So.
Well, Kelly wanted to ask Karen something I saw in the chat room today. So.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't we do that? Start with Kelly.
Sure.
Well, the first thing I was going to ask is there anything I can do to help my dragon lay eggs? But she just did that. So
Yeah, I was going to say, well, let's move on to the second question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to go get Priscilla, Barbara.
Yeah.
Go get Priscilla.
You know your dragon. She said, "Talk to the paw, Mom. I've got this."
Yeah. Yeah, she just looked up yep, I got it. Yep. And so then she's
We're all good.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. And so the only other thing I have a question about is Jumpy, he's the one who doesn't have he's just sitting here smiling. He was having some difficulty earlier with the arthritis and the pain, and he doesn't have his anti-inflammatory pain med anymore. And he has difficulty getting around. And I was wondering, they can only put him on there for so long, otherwise, you can get kidney.
How long has he been off of it?
I want to say 5 days, and he didn't look too happy today, but now he's smiling and has a light-colored beard for the first time in forever, so I don't know if he's...
Wow, how nice is that? Well, maybe he's getting back into his Mr. Cool stage,
I guess.
And because it may have had the whatever he was taken off of feels like it may have, I want to say, done the job and brought the inflammation down. And that may be why he's feeling pretty darn perky, because if he's been off it for 5 days, it would have left his little system way before this. So my bet is that it brought the inflammation down, because after 5 days, if he was still in so much pain, he probably would be sitting there like a lox and kind of go, "Mom, ow, ow, ow," but he's not doing that. So I think that because he was on it for the amount of time allotted, and he is kind of a little dude, I think that it brought the inflammation down. And not saying that in a few months you may not have to use it again, but for now it feels like he's ready to almost rock and roll.
Oh, good, because he still has to kind of, move funny to get where he needs to go, and he gets upset.
Yeah, but clearly he's feeling better because before he wasn't doing anything at all.
Okay. All
so
right.
it's
good.
It feels like it brought some of the inflammation down that made it manageable for him. You know?
Good.
How nice is that, little cutie pie?
Yeah, he's just been smiling all day after he got his bath, and I was just like, oh, good. He liked his bath.
So
he
cute.
Like
It's so cute. I saw the pictures. That's adorable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was like,
Absolutely.
oh, you didn't like the bath at the time. Oh, well, thank you.
But, yeah, because he feels like he's feeling better, bit by bit. And I think that they had him on. I think they had him on it long enough that it could impact the inflammation in a positive way.
Oh,
because that's what this feels like. Because he doesn't feel like he's in pain. It felt like it was more a stiffness problem.
Oh. Okay.
Caused from inflammation. And
okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't feel like he's in pain now. It just feels like it's a little stiff. But he doesn't feel. Before it feels like he was drastically uncomfortable. He doesn't feel that way now.
Good, because I didn't want his quality of life going down.
No. Well, that's not. It feels like he went through that, before they put him on the medication, but now he feels like, yeah, that really, it worked.
Oh, thank God. And
yeah, no kidding. Good pick. What, sweetheart?
Good. Is Thor the next one to lay eggs, or do I have to worry that those lumps or something else?
Say that again?
Is Thor a girl and going to lay eggs next, or are those lumps something I have to worry about and take Thor in for?
No, it doesn't feel like it's a concern at all.
Oh, okay. So those are the next. Thor's the next one to lay eggs. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I want to go. What are you talking about?
Oh,
this
okay.
doesn't feel like This doesn't feel like you have. This is not to be worrying about it.
Oh,
this doesn't
okay.
feel like
Thor's
it's a concern.
Oh, okay. Thor is a girl. I always thought Thor was a boy until it was kind of like, what is that? Then it's like, oh, okay, then Thor's a girl.
That's hilarious. It's like, and your point, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like, well, okay, so good. We don't have enlarged kidneys happening or something.
Oh no, it doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with them.
Oh, okay, good. Then yeah, Thor's just transgender.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. Why not?
Yeah,
it's like
people can have.
Yeah, you know what? And they're born that way, and we're born the way whatever we are. And people need to get over it. It's like I'm sorry, only God can judge any of us. So what can I say?
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of jump in. The number. I've been testing out the number. It still doesn't seem to work. I was just wanting to ask you guys. You don't have to do it right now, but maybe it's after the show, whatever. Could you all kind of make a post on the show saying, "Listen, the show's still on. We're not going anywhere." It's just that the number just needs to be fixed. Because I have a feeling that if somebody who didn't know were to call that number and hear that message that you all heard, they're going to want to think something's up. You know,
Yeah.
they're going to think something else happened.
Of
so
course.
I don't want people getting confused and thinking
Oh
that
no,
the show
no, no.
just
We'll
went away.
do. We can all do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had. Wouldn't you
no
think
more-
Mercury was still retrograde?
Yeah.
Like,
We're in the shadow period.
yeah,
I
that's
feel
so.
bad for our
It was so
callers.
strange.
Yeah.
Well, we miss you guys. Wish you could call in.
Yeah.
But we're having an electronic
Yeah.
hiccup.
Mhm.
You would think planets were still in the sign of poo-poo, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
called in, it's like I heard the voice and I thought, did I dial the wrong number? Who is that?
No.
Oh,
I know. I tried it a few different times. I went back to my phone book and dialed it by
Wasn't that
hand.
isn't that the weirdest feeling, Barbara?
What's weird is I
Yes.
couldn't use the dial thing to get Barbara and Kelly on, but I could use it to get Kelly and
What's her face?
I got to use, well, let me
What
explain-
course we are.
let me explain these
Yeah,
things.
Kelly and Barbara and whatever the other one's name is. Yeah.
And Karen. I was gonna say is that it talks so
That
fast,
one,
the
yeah.
words don't always get out. But what I was going to say is there is a system that I have where I can call out and get people on. And it might throw you two off a little bit, but like it worked for Kelly. It was it worked for Karen. It was a New Jersey number, and it threw her
Yeah,
off.
and I'm
but
looking at
she-
this going, and I'm thinking, I have to call in the show. What number is this? I thought it was a client.
Yeah. We're gonna have to probably
Oh, man.
try maybe do a show one time where we just dial in and where I call you guys. We in the system so that we'll have a backup system to where if your
That's
phone
a good
doesn't
idea.
work. or something.
We'll figure it out. We will figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good
Well,
Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did
I
you
love
guys?
that.
We
Oh,
had a funny
I had the
little talk afterwards.
I had the nicest Thanksgiving I've had in years.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was like literally like a warm hug.
How little
It
were
was
the
so
little
lovely.
nephews?
You know when you go to people's house and you're kind of going, "Alrighty then, okay, this will be short," and you walk in and it literally is like they've all had a charisma bypass, and you're kind of going, "What happened to everybody?" They were so nice and so warm. I can't even begin to tell you. It was just lovely.
Oh, wonderful. And the little kids, you said that there were two little nephews there.
Oh my God, they are
were
the
they
most
cute?
articulate, both incredibly artistically talented and creative. And they are so articulate at 9 and 12, it's mind-boggling.
Oh, wow. How fun.
Oh my God, it was just the loveliest. It literally was like a warm hug. And
Oh,
everybody
good.
was laughing, and they went around the table and talked about what they were grateful for. And I, you know me, I woke up this morning, and most of my parts worked. Hey, I got nothing to
Thought of
complain
you.
about. You know, every day is a good day. That's right.
Something like that. And I repeated what you always say, and I'm like, Karen always says that. So you were mentioned at our table.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
it was a particularly lovely Thanksgiving, and it was so strange. It's like everybody was stressed up until they sat down, and the whole evening was just everybody I've spoken to. It's like all of a sudden, it just everybody had a lovely time.
Oh, good.
I don't just mean I'm
Wonderful.
talking about my clients, my friends, all the same story. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
They were all running like
Yeah.
crazy, and the minute the evening came, it was like, "Hi." You know?
I noticed that too, and you mentioned
Isn't that funny?
You asked that question and I thought, yeah, that was easy. And the minute everybody stood up, everybody kind of just everybody around the table just whipped it into shape and cleaned it up. I've never seen a kitchen that cleaned so fast, and my mother didn't have to lift a finger of cleaning.
In like a minute. Isn't that amazing? And it got easier. The whole energy shifted in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
It was just amazing. So it's beautiful, and I wish everybody to have the whole holiday season and beginning of the year, because next year is going to be a really wonderful year.
Oh, good. Well, I
yeah.
have something really amazing to share with you guys.
What?
Oh, remember I was not happy at all with my cat sitter, which then turned into my bird sitter. Okay, thinking I don't even think she came by when she was supposed to come by for 3 days straight. And well, I put this out on the website Nextdoor, which is your neighborhood app I did mine, Huntington Beach. And people just post all kinds of things if you need help with anything, or I found a lost dog, whatever. And that's where I reported the coyotes. And so I've been using this app. I just posted that I needed a bird sitter on there. 2 people replied, but the first one, Priscilla and I both think that we were literally sent an angel.
Oh.
This young woman is amazing, you guys. I have chills right now from saying that. Oh,
I love that.
Beyond. Our jaws are dropping because she said, "I'll do that for you. I have parakeets." And then I said, "Well, you might want to stay here. I don't know your situation, but you could stay here if that's easier for you." She did, and she only lives 5 minutes away. But she's like, "Oh, I want to be there." Right in the morning for the birds, she moved them all around. She fixed their cage. She cleaned it. And then she goes, on top of that, because you guys are so lovely, you and Priscilla, and I am going to clean your entire house. It's going to be spotless.
Oh my God, bless her heart.
I know. And I said,
Santa has to be really good to her.
Oh, wow. And then I told her about my show, and she's like, loves you guys too, and she's listening. She's probably listening right now. And
that's so sweet.
Absolutely the most wonderful. And she wouldn't even tell me how much, how much to
what
pay
a doll.
her. She didn't. So great. And now, so she'll be the babysitter too if I ever need, if I'm gone for a night.
Those are the
Barbara,
angels that are sent to us.
I wanted to ask you, Karen, this is true, right? She's like an angel person.
Oh,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Barbara, do you want me to try calling her 3-way?
Oh, the bird sitter, Megan?
She might be surprised. Hi, Megan. You don't know us, but we thought we would just expose you to the universe.
You're on live,
Megan. I'm not trying to mean to do anything bad.
No, Jonathan, it's so cute, though.
Yeah, it's cute. I don't know. I could text her
maybe
right
next time. Maybe the next show.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to give her a little warning.
Yeah, I was going to say I would want to get the okay on that.
Text her, and then text her, and if she responds, we'll call her. If not, we'll do it for next time, maybe. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that right now.
But how wonderful is that? Because only one other person responded to that. I don't know what I would have done, you guys. And then when I go to Germany, we go for a couple of weeks. Like, it's nice to have not just a person coming over, but an actual house sitter.
Where are you going? Where are you going in Germany?
Oh, well, I'm staying in Hanover, but then we're going to branch out and go to different places like Hamburg and Elke.
I give radio in Hamburg. That's funny.
Oh. And
I used to do call-in radio in Hamburg.
Oh, wow. I know. And you were saying that with your interview show that you actually did this kind of work in Germany and you didn't even need to speak German.
I didn't need a translator, and it was so funny. The translator would look at me and go, "How did you know what they asked?" And I said, "Honey, it's a universal language. I have clients from all over the world that don't speak English, but it's the most amazing thing. I understand what they want to know. It's really fascinating. But Germany is so beautiful.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous
well, it's
country. I was really astounded at how beautiful it was. And I lived there for a long time. And you guys have to go to, when are you going?
On the 23rd.
Oh, you have got to go to Munich and go up the Marienplatz because they have a big Kris Kringle market that is so gorgeous. I can't even tell you how beautiful it is.
Oh, a Kris Kringle market. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, it is so charming. And I used to spend all my winters in Kitzbühel, Austria, which is rather hilarious because I don't ski.
Right. Mountain wandering, you call it.
Oh, we went mountain wandering, yes. But it's so beautiful there. I can't even tell you. It's just gorgeous.
Well, finally, I'm going because one of my best friends, Elke, who's been on the show a few times, she is from there. Yeah, she's from there.
Kidding.
So her family friend, her family friend for years invited us and treated us 3-2 tickets.
Oh, that's so
for them.
sweet. That's so sweet. You'll have a absolutely beautiful time. It's gorgeous there.
It is.
It's so beautiful. What, honey?
He has it set up for Priscilla to go a couple days to school with a little schoolgirl friend over there.
Oh, you're gonna love that, Priscilla.
She's not listening, but I'll tell her you said that. You know,
oh my God! I saw the picture of the two
that.
of you and Priscilla.
Yes.
Oh my God, that is the most adorable picture. You with the Santa hat. It is I love that picture.
Oh yeah, thank you.
She is such an angel.
You know, when I spend good quality time with her, we go out, we browse at Barnes and Nobles. She got her new tarot cards, and
I love it.
We were in that section, and she loves them, and it stimulated her because she was not happy with the cards that were like hand down cards to her. So I got
it needs to be her energy.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be her energy, and she'll find them. It's so funny when you go to Munich. You should find a place to get her a deck of tarot cards there as well.
Yeah, and have a nice collection. That's what the girl at the front, when we cashed out, this lady was saying, she has about 10 different decks. She collects them.
Oh my God! Well, it is so. When you go to Hamburg, you have to find a store, and I'm sure Elke will know where to get it. Get Priscilla a deck of tarot cards from Germany.
Okay. Yeah.
I've collected them and art from everywhere I've lived in the world.
Oh. Must be an extensive collection.
You know what? But they have great sentimental value to me.
Mm-hmm.
And every time Priscilla touches the cards, she will remember. It's really
anything could get a better reading. I mean, the readings that she was doing on me, they were not so negative, but she wanted to do the love life readings. And she's like, I see a lot of arguing. I'm like, no, I don't like arguing.
And you said, been there, done that. That coupon expired. The train left the station.
Yeah. So now that she's the new ones, I want her to do a new reading on me.
Yeah, but honey, it's a learning process for her. We have to remember how old she is.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's something that she'll be able to get better clarity as she gets older, and the more she is comfortable with whatever the tool is she's using. And since she's drawn to tarot cards, hey, why not?
Right. I'm open to it. She's so happy that I'm open to this too, because she sees that other people are not. And she was afraid to go up to the cash register and buy them. She would not.
Oh, we're gonna have a long conversation about that.
Good. Okay.
And it's well, you know what? It is something that, and it's so interesting because today, and I'm sure Kelly's found this out too, it is more acceptable in the world of the paranormal or metaphysics or any of the spiritual practices is more accepted now than when I was growing up and when I was Priscilla's age and doing readings. I'd answer the door and people would say, I have an appointment with Karen, and I would say, come in. And I would have them sit on the sofa, and I would say, would you like a cup of coffee? And I'd go in the kitchen, and my mom had made coffee, and I would bring them coffee, and I would sit down in the chair across from them, and they would look at me and go, you're Karen? And I would say, yes, and they'd go, I have children older than you, and I'd say, oh, in about 5 minutes you'll forget that.
Awesome. Wow.
So when we have a chance, we're gonna sit down and have a conversation, so that Priscilla learns not to be uncomfortable.
Right. We don't need anything like that blocking her.
Oh, nobody does, honey. And Kelly, haven't you found that it's easier? Kelly?
Well,
where'd she go?
See. Yeah, she's right here. Let me see here.
I'm texting Megan to see if she wants to get a reading.
And say hi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, are you there, Kelly? She says she's here.
Kelly?
I know she's doing something with her. Let me go check here.
That's so strange. I don't think she realizes we can't hear her.
Yeah.
We miss you, Kelly.
I'm going to slip away quietly and excavate the nest and get the eggs checked out, labeled into an incubator. So I think she's up.
Okay.
She'll be back.
Okay. I have a question.
No worries. What's that, honey?
Do you do readings on my favorite team, the Seahawks? I don't want anything ruined, though. I don't want to know.
Well, I have to tell you something. I have to tell you something so funny. I always said there's a short list of things that God said, no, you're not. Those are not going to be on the list, Karen. And sports is one of them. I used to do it because there's a client there's a story in my book about the bookie.
Mm.
And I understand, but I haven't done that in years. I haven't done sports betting in years for sports picks for clients. If they waited for me to gamble, it would be a long wait.
No, that does make sense, though. But I'm so happy for them. I love them so much.
Me
they did
too.
so great last night. Yes.
That they
so
were
exciting.
amazing. They were really amazing. It was like, you go, dudes.
There's something about the Vikings that I always feel like, oh gosh, they're so tough and they're so good, and they were doing pretty well. So that was a big win for us.
Well, and the Vikings are always they're a very aggressive team.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
I'm very happy for you guys. It's like, you go,
Yeah.
You go, gang.
Oh yeah.
I love
you there,
that.
Kelly?
I think she had to
Kelly.
attend to some.
She's got little
babies.
babies coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she had little babies to take care of,
Yeah.
I think
And,
they're hatching. See, I think they're hatched. Well, no, they already hatched right now because she sent pictures of them hatching the eggs. So now she's waiting. No, laying the eggs. Sorry, you guys. They already laid them all. Now she's waiting for them to hatch.
Yikes. That's so amazing. You kind of go, where the heck is that? I don't want to know.
I know. Well,
how did that happen?
There's a lot of photos of it.
Yeah, but they're so they are like the equivalent of our kitties and puppies.
Oh yeah.
You know? And I look at them and I think what they have their own personalities, and it's so cute. Every once in a while, Kelly will take a picture of one of them looking up as if to say, "Hey, Mom, I'm over here." Where they pick their head up.
I think they're very smart, and I got a taste of that
too
because I even miss the birds. You know, I mean, you think, okay, I could never love birds as much as I love the kitty cats. And
oh no, I
not,
hate birds. I understand.
Yeah, when they let you hold them finally, and you like rub their little heads, you just start falling in love hard.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when they nuzzle their head against you, it's so sweet. I used to have parakeets, and they would. That's what I had one of them that loved to nuzzle, and it was like, are you sure you're not a puppy or a kitty in parakeet disguise? I mean,
That's surprising, though.
Isn't that interesting? Yep.
Still scared of us. Mhm.
Yeah,
the
mine
one's sitting
weren't.
on our finger, though.
Oh, see, then that means they feel very safe with you.
But the white one doesn't. The white one's ornery, Karen, and the white one pecks the nice little Mango. The green one, when Mango's even trying to eat, it'll peck it. I guess that's called pecking order. I'm going to be eating this
alpha bird.
Mhm. So that's
the alpha personality.
And that one will not sit on your finger at all, ever.
Well, and you know what? That's sad because they don't know what they're missing. You know?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that from the time she was born or he was born, the white one, I'm sure that was their personality. You know?
Yeah.
Even when, as a baby, as a little chick, you know?
Maybe it wasn't treated very well. Maybe the mother thought, okay, you're the albino and you don't look like all the rest. Maybe it didn't get enough attention.
I couldn't tell you, but I think that it's like you look at any pet, and I don't care if they fly or they crawl or they stroll through a room or scamper out in the backyard. They all have such distinct personalities. It's amazing.
They really do. They really do.
Yep, it is amazing.
So it should be very exciting when we get back. I've decided I'm going to start to really think of what kind of dog I want to get when I get back. When we get back from Germany, I really want to get a dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, and boy, are there a whole bunch of shelters. And it's funny because I had, when I was growing up, we raised German Shepherds. And so we had German Shepherd puppies. But then as I was growing up, I had a Basset Hound. And then I had another Basset Hound. And then I found a Basset Hound rescue.
Oh.
And I rescued a Basset Hound. And they're all purebred. So they have purebred rescues if that's what you want, you know. And it's deciding you want one that is lovable.
I do, and I don't want one that there's going to be problems, you know, like my kitty cat that peed everywhere because she was from the hoarder house. Like, I don't know. So the younger the better, but I still want to rescue.
Well, they all, you know, God knows the rescue shelters. they have puppies. They have puppies and kitties, litters of each, and lots of them. So it's easy to find a young puppy.
Okay, good. Then I will rescue.
And they don't. And you know what? My theory is they don't have to be a purebred. It can be a mixture that is sort of like hi, because we're all mixtures of something. You know, why shouldn't maybe?
Yes. Actually, I prefer that. I think that they have more character. They're cute when they're not so purebred.
Sweetest traits. Yes, I agree. I agree with that. And I think we're so lucky. That's why I adopted rescues. Mine have all been rescues. And I always think they pick us. You know? When I had I wound up adopting a baby. What was she? She was a Himalayan cat. And she was hilarious. She probably weighed all of 6 pounds when she was fully grown. But she was the boss of the house, and it was the funniest thing you ever saw in your life. She was the one that would jump up and go, I think that's my lap, and you need to move now. They are so funny. And then I had one that was she was so beautiful. She was a long-hair Maine Coon, Roxy, and she loved everybody, and she was a puppy in kitty clothing. She liked to play catch. She liked to play fetch, and she was a lap puppy, but in cat clothing. She was hilarious, and she loved everyone. She would look at everybody that came to the house and go, "You can pet me now," you know.
Oh, so sweet! I love friendly kitties.
And I adopted them all from the pound.
Yeah, so I just need to figure out what kind I want. And my uncle did that. He just said, just go to many different rescue places and go up and down, and you know.
And
I
promise you, and you will. Well, that's why I started telling you about Roxy and Max, the Himalayan and the Maine Coon. I was taking friends of mine to go adopt a cat, and we walked by the cage, and all of a sudden, Roxy jumped up and looked at me and came to the front of the kennel and looked at me as if to say, "Okay, I'm ready to go now. Do you know how long I've been waiting for you?" You know, and I went, "I'll take her."
So
and my friend looked at me and said, "I thought I came for a cat." And I said, "Yeah, me too. I thought you did, but she picked me." She was. Oh, you know what? No, she wound up getting a cat, but it was so funny because twice it happened with Max and with Roxy, and both times. And by the way, Max was a girl, but because she was this little 6-pound fluff ball alpha cat, it was like she was named Max, you know. And she was hilarious. She had to screen everybody that came to the door. You know, she was so funny.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Well, my mother said, I said, the bird I got when I was young, when I was growing up, it was the meanest bird. It never was friendly. It never sat on the finger.
Wow.
Well, you had to go and pick out the one that was the most wild bird in the whole store that was flying crazily everywhere, being crazy. And you're like, I want that one. And I said, I don't even remember this. And she goes, yep, and you had to have that crazy, wild one that was flapping and causing all kinds of commotion. And I go, I have no recollection of that, but that is too funny. So, like, when you demand
that hilarious?
it's not picking you. It wasn't picking me. Yeah.
Well, it's so funny because I've always believed that they pick us. Mm-hmm. You know, when I got my first cat, it was so hilarious because I picked Scooter. I had always what, honey?
Hey guys.
What, Johnson?
Hey.
I'm here.
Hey.
Where'd you go?
We missed you.
19 eggs. Hey, I missed
19?
you guys. We had 19 eggs.
Wow.
Wow.
My God.
Yeah.
Talk about busy.
This poor girl. Oh my God. Yeah, she was ready for
Wow.
cuddles after that.
And she's
Oh, I
skinny.
bet.
Yeah.
She must have been
She's
exhausted.
skinny and wrinkly.
Yeah, she's wrinkly.
Yeah, she's wrinkly. She's not round anymore.
Yeah, but she says, I'm still beautiful, Mom.
Oh, she is cool. She is.
What a
And that whole
cutie pie.
got all dirty. Yeah.
Oh, what a little
So,
cutie pie.
Yeah. Oh,
She must have gone, if she could have gone afterwards and wiped her brow off, she probably would have and said, enough already. You know?
Yeah.
yeah. And these little, and I need to have it upside down.
Okay, then.
Like this,
How are you?
on there. Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're candling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making sure that they're right side up.
Oh, cool.
You
Oh,
can see
wow.
the embryos.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
How many eggs are there?
Don't the 19? Don't the eggs come with a
Wow.
little arrow that says this side up? No.
Yep.
Maybe we need to talk to God about that. That might be, just a thought.
Yeah.
We get these pre-labeled.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. It's like, come on,
Yeah, I've never had two phones where I could take a picture of it, and now I'll be able to show you guys what it means to do the candling and see the embryo inside. Ooh,
What
that
a
one's
trip.
really radiating energy. Yeah. Man, these are radiating energy like it's crazy. You can feel it pulsing. Oh, my
Isn't that
God.
amazing? Well, they must be in a hurry to be born.
Feel number 2. Just touch it lightly. Isn't that squishy and weird?
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel it pulse? Did you feel that? That was like crazy. That's why I number it so that if
You can remember who.
well, I can know who's who, but I can also know if they turn because they can move into the incubator. I can keep them upright so they don't suffocate.
Oh yeah.
How long do they have to stay in the incubator?
Around 60 days, but sometimes it can be like 76 or something because it can.
Wow. That's a long
Yeah.
incubation cycle.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. I'm not taking a picture of each embryo, but I mean, when I take a picture, like some are bigger than others. But
Oh,
it's
of course.
They all look pretty similar, So it's kind of like you get the idea,
That's so amazing. That gives a whole new meaning to quadruplets. I mean, you have 5 sets of quadruplets. Let's see. Almost 4 sets of quadruplets. Or more than that. Oh, that's 4, right. That's right. So you do have 4.5 sets of quadruplets.
Well, it's interesting too because, like sometimes they're more toward the end of the egg, sometimes they're in the middle of it. So and you have to keep the embryo side up.
Wow, that's so
I don't
interesting.
know.
That's why I was saying they should come already pre-labeled. Brian had it.
Yeah.
With a little arrow that says this side up.
Right. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So it's really interesting, and yeah, you can see the little veins in that one. Huh. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
They're
these are
so
more unique
it's
ones,
so
but-
interesting that whole cycle of how our little pets come in the world.
Yeah.
That's so cool that Brian has a love for them too. You never know. Some people might not.
You know what makes me
that's weird thing.
Well,
Barbara,
I've gotten into. I'm
one
doing,
second, Brian. Did
kind
you?
of part of it. Sorry.
Barbara, did you see the picture of Brian had one of them in his jacket when they went shopping? And he kept peeking his head out, looking around like, anybody I know in here? It was so funny. Those were such great pictures.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Well, I've gotten into it where I'm really excited about starting the building the new enclosure, so to try to make the room more efficient, because now it's two custom enclosures that are kind of too tall and not deep enough, and just aquariums kind of on tables and one on the three on the floor, so more going to look like a tiny zoo, I guess.
That is so wonderful. It's so wonderful that you're doing that.
Well, I'm taking over the horn.
That's beautiful. They what?
Yeah, excited.
I'm taking over the hornworm breeding part of it. That's got.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Brian.
Yeah,
it's very funny. Like I would know what a hornworm is. That's hilarious.
Well, it certainly doesn't sound wholesome.
It's pretty.
No, but it's so funny. I'm such a city girl. It's like I wouldn't know a hornworm from a schmagegi, you know. I mean, it's hilarious.
I've never heard of a hornworm either. They basically look like naked caterpillars.
Oh,
yeah,
they don't have a jacket.
Yeah. Oh, she's checking her eggs out to see what we're doing.
That's so cute.
Oh, she's looked at
well,
me
when she starts barking at you, going, "Would you be careful?" You know.
Yeah.
Let me show you how to do that. You know.
Mama was in her cage. Look at the over here, little mama. We're gonna put them in the incubator, okay? Yeah.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet.
Oh, I always let the mamas see where they go, so they don't worry about it.
That is so sweet. We were talking earlier about, haven't you noticed as you've grown through the chakra cleansing and the guided meditations and all the practices you're learning, haven't you noticed how more acceptable it is?
Oh, hot.
Almost 90.
It's hot.
Looks about 80.
Okay, well
that's good. You don't want to I'm sorry.
Never mind, I'll ask another time.
No, don't ask. I just didn't want to cook her baby. 86 is good. We don't want it above 90 because 90 is too hot.
Don't you make toast at 90?
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Put them in the incubator.
That's funny.
Oh, good. Oh,
You're building a cradle for them?
Yeah. Just a little poke in the sand.
I would hope it's a little one.
Here, look, Mama, those are your eggs going in there. You're okay. And they're okay.
That's hilarious.
They're okay.
It would be nice to have a custom builder for a bird cage because we can't seem to find the right bird cage. She's not happy with this. She thinks it needs to be longer horizontally. So we ordered another one, and I didn't overlook it well enough. And this huge, heavy box came to our front door. We opened that thing. It's made for like two big, huge parrots with those huge swings and huge ropes. And we were laughing. We had to pack that all back up and send it back to Amazon.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
I go, we need
Wow.
to measure. We need to know what we're doing here.
Yeah. And the bar spacing is important. You don't want them sneaking out through the bar space.
Yeah. This thing would take up half the room.
Wow.
That's so
Well,
funny.
the birds might like it.
Yeah. Not only that, but then you just give them a key to the house, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need
have to
walk
worry about
around
them
in there,
sneaking out.
you know?
They come and go as they please, you know.
It took both of us to
Yeah.
carry that box back to the post office. I mean, and shuffle along. It was so heavy with this huge box.
Wow.
And line and everything. Yeah, it was kind of a hassle, but maybe we'll
That does
get the right
not
one
that
this
does
time.
not sound like fun.
It wasn't. We did that yesterday.
Yikes. And then came home and fell asleep.
Yeah. And the problem was too, I called them. I said, "Can we take this back to the post office?" They said, "Yes, you can." I go, "The United States Post Office?" Because it's right across the street. And so I did. We get all the way there, and the lady's like, "Well, we could mail it here, but like if I didn't see you drop this off, I would do this for you, but I don't know. It might take a long time. You're supposed to drop it off at the UPS." And I'm like, "Oh, I specifically asked these people," and because it's so heavy, so in front of the whole line, then we had to pick it back up and take it out of there, put it back in the car.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's really crazy.
I know.
It's like, well, you know, hello?
And nobody was helping us. Like,
Oh,
give
that's
us $1.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Man, what happened to people? You know?
I don't know.
It's like they would want somebody to help them if they were lifting something super heavy, you know?
Yeah, and there was a huge line of people with a lot of guys in the line, too.
Well, it's what season is it?
Yeah.
You know? Yep.
Well,
and it's it's the holiday season, you bet. But it's sad on them, honey, that they didn't nobody offered to help.
I know.
That's crazy.
Well, one lady did hold the door open, but it's like we hardly were getting through the door.
And everybody stands there going, "Look, isn't that Halley's Comet?" I mean, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But now Priscilla understands what a hassle it is when you order the wrong thing like that. It's like much of a hassle.
Yep.
We got to know what we're ordering. But I'm the mother, so I should have looked it over a little more carefully before.
Yeah, but we all, you know, those are the adult growing pains part of the program. We all have to learn. Why is this like big enough to put 3 tall humans in? Why was that not in bright red letters at the top of the ad?
Yeah. And then we had to pay for the shipping back. They didn't.
Well, you know what? But it's better than taking up half of your house and having something. You could have turned it into another walk-in closet. You know.
I mean, these ropes were huge.
Yep. Some of it's
so
pretty.
Tiny.
Well, but if you know what, but if I'm sure it's the appropriate size for somebody, you know, for somebody's pets. But that's how we learn that size, you know, what size to get. It's like, okay, it needs to be, you know, whatever, 2 cubits by 4 cubits or something. I don't know.
Yeah, got the measuring tape out after that one.
That's a good idea. And that's a good thing for Priscilla to learn.
Yeah. So she did. And then I said, okay, well, we have this size now. Now we know what to compare it to.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if we had learned that at 12.
Yeah. Good old
See?
Amazon. Plus, that was my gift certificate from somebody that I let her use for that big thing. Now I get that money back.
Good for you. And I'm sure the whatever one you order will be a whole lot less, you know.
Yes.
And much easier to manage.
That's right. She's like,
Yay.
well, it was only $50. Yeah, well, yeah, but we used my $50 gift certificate. Otherwise, it would have been $100.
Yeah, but you know what? If it had been the right fit, you wouldn't have thought twice about it.
No.
See?
Yeah, and I always wonder, how are the birds in the cages? It just seems so unnatural to be put in there, but so many people just do. I mean, birds are in cages.
Yeah, and that's
what do you
why
think about that?
that's why we can keep them as pets, and as long as there is enough room. And the truth is, a lot of times, I think the reason that they are in cages is, first of all, everything that they need is right there. There's room for them to move around and hop around, and it's for their safety, because outside they haven't been raised to be in the wild. The ones that we get as pets, they haven't been raised to be in the wild. They wouldn't survive.
They don't know any different.
No.
Right.
And every time someone says to me that they let their cats outside, my heart just skips another beat. Because people are so careless nowadays. And between that and, excuse the expression, coyotes, is. I don't care where we live. I don't care how residential it is. They, people drive like they're on the speedway, or they're texting while they're driving. And there are dogs and coyotes and all kinds of animals that aren't friendly to little house creatures,
I know. And I noticed that a lot more since what happened to Petal Rose.
Isn't it amazing?
People, when they're getting their stuff into their car, in or out.
Thank you.
And these little tiny dogs are just like sitting around. They don't have their eye on them. That guy told me that Humane Control. That guy, he said, I pick up these little dogs that have passed away all day long.
Oh my God.
And they get them while they're walking in the park, too close to a ravine.
Oh, that has to be
coyote, while they're
heartbreaking.
on a leash. Yeah, while they're on a leash. Oh, and you had that story too with the hawks.
Oh, that happened to my friend's dog in her sister and brother-in-law's backyard. A hawk came and grabbed the dog and was gone. Right in front of everybody.
Oh.
And
wow.
I mean, that's their natural instinct, but our indoor pets, they, mine will wander out in the hallway and kind of go, what is this? And run back in the house,
I know.
And she'll go up to the window or the screen door and look outside and go, isn't that pretty? And then turn around and, if the sun's out, she'll lay there and sun herself. And like today, if it's overcast like it is today, she'll snuggle inside and peek out the window once in a blue moon and go, oh, okay, enough of that.
And it's too cold outside for them too.
Oh, yes.
Or too hot, like in Arizona. Our poor cat went out into the backyard, and we thought she was in again, and she was in the backyard, and she had to hide in the shed. And at 10 a.m., she almost couldn't make it. And like, the kitty, she's coming to the back door. I see her. Her tongue was literally hanging out to the side, and she could hardly walk to us.
It's
too
between
hot.
the heat and being dehydrated. Wow. That has to be. I mean, I'm a lot bigger than that, and I can't handle the heat.
I know. I know. I mean, we could have lost her at that point over there
God
in
forbid.
Arizona. I mean, that was a big mistake that happened. That was really sad. That wrenched at my heart for a long time.
It is absolutely the learning process, isn't it? Yep.
Oh yeah. So it's going to be a dog next time, and I want the dog to go with me on the trips. And my mom okayed it.
So
I'm like,
cute.
well, if we do get a dog, can the dog come? Yes. Well, and they remember my pictures. Uncle Dick brought his little dog, which I loved.
Of
Eddie.
course, that little cutie.
Yeah.
Well, you're not getting a Great Dane.
Right. God,
I have a
eat
friend
more
that
than
has
we do.
the most gorgeous Great Dane.
Are you there, Kelly?
They are gorgeous.
Yeah.
They are
Wow.
very gorgeous.
The phone dropped for me.
Oh.
So all of a sudden we're talking about Great Dane.
Yeah,
Well,
I have a
listen,
friend that has a Great Dane, and this, I'm not kidding. I always, because we had like the biggest dog we ever had was German Shepherds, and I look at his Great Dane and it's like, do you ride him? I mean, does he come with a saddle? I mean, they are the size of a human, you know?
They are, but they're so beautiful.
But they're
too,
so sweet and so sweet-natured. I mean,
oh yeah.
oh my God, they're so sweet-natured. I used to have.
Cool
I was. What?
You had the German Shepherds for a while because that's Priscilla's favorite, but I don't want one of those. They're on the verge of just being too big and too bushy for the apartment, you know.
Oh yeah, that would be a lot of
Well,
fun.
you have to get one that you can. Yeah, and a German Shepherd needs a backyard.
Just about dogs, let me say one thing I know. The smaller ones live longer.
Yes, because they don't have to deal with hip displation, all that.
I know this is fact. My sister taught me this fact because of Chihuahuas. She actually taught me another fact about dogs. You know why you're not supposed to yell at a dog?
Okay. Because it's not nice.
Okay. The reason you're not supposed to yell at a dog is if a dog barks at you, he's not trying to talk to you. He's just barking at you to bark at you. So if you yell at the dog thinks, oh, they're joining in.
He thinks what?
They think you're joining in. So it's kind of
that's
like,
hilarious.
It's like remember they're not trying to talk to you. They're just barking. So what they're doing is that when they go, they're like ruff ruff ruff, and you stop. Then the dog will go ruff ruff.
Well, not only that, but their sense of a dog's sense of hearing and smell is hundreds of times sharper than a human's. So I can imagine what somebody yelling at a dog would sound like, to the dog.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, guess what, you guys?
What?
Megan, she just said she would like to have a reading. And so I will text over to Johnny her phone number to get her patched in right now.
Okay, give me 1 second. Who's Megan?
Our new
the bird
angel
sitter.
Pet sitter.
Okay, good. All right, we'll put her on.
Okay.
Text me her number and I'll call her. I'll put her on.
Okay, I'm texting it now.
Okay.
Jeopardy theme
Wow,
song
she's
in
up
the
for
background.
anything.
I love that. You know what? Isn't that wonderful to be open to that?
Yeah. Yep.
I've told you guys several times that over the years when people would say, "What do you do?" and I'd say, "I'm a psychic," and they'd say, "No kidding. What do you really do?" And I would look at them like, "That is my real job."
I just tried to call the number that you gave me. This person you're trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me try calling you again.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'll text her that.
Okay. Okay. Still saying same thing.
Okay, I'm just going to text her that. Sorry, you guys.
Why? It's not your fault, honey.
Yeah.
Tell her it's me, and then I'll put her in.
Or I could get her on my line.
You can try that.
Or she could call Thursday. She may not be. Is she home? She may not be home.
Okay, you guys, I have Megan live with you right now.
Hi, Megan.
This is
Hi.
Karen.
Hi, Karen.
She's our
How are
second.
Hi, Megan.
And we have Johnny and Kelly, the co-host Johnny and Kelly, on as well. But Karen will be doing your reading.
Oh, this is so neat.
Yeah.
How are you?
So this is the
Did you have a nice
angel that I'm
Thanksgiving?
talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it was drama usually. I mean, there's a lot.
Wow, no
going on
kidding.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad? Megan, aren't you glad that you're learning exactly what you don't want in your life?
Yes.
Isn't that a lovely gift? And once you get that, and you recognize that that's why you're there, is to learn that lesson. Once we get that, we can kind of go, I'm not doing this to myself anymore. No room in my life for this. Because everybody I know that grew up in the Father Knows Best or Donna Reed house, they're more goofed up than anybody I know. But the people that grew up in real families where there was, and there's always conflict. I don't care how somebody tries to put a bow on it. We're the ones that have the opportunity to learn what we don't want in our life and to make the choice of what not to allow in our life. It's funny, every one of my friends knows I will have no drama in my life. No room for it. Won't have it. People can jump up and down and carry on, and I'm going, how about them Dodgers? Would you like a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm always trying to fix things between everybody. My sister, she just actually lost her parental rights today for her son because she has an addiction issue. And
right.
My mom, I'm worried about her not being able to see her son anymore. What do you think will happen? Do you think?
Well, I think until your sister makes the commitment to get straight, that they're going to keep her son away from her because it is a dangerous environment for him. And she's going to have to prove to the court that she is stable and clean and that he is not exposed to that, because that's what's sad to me is it feels like your sister has repeatedly made this choice.
Yes, she has.
This doesn't feel like it's the first time to me. And every time she'd say, no, I'm fine, it takes about 2 minutes and she's back destroying herself again. Man, I have often wondered, don't you think it's amazing? Don't you look at your siblings and kind of go, how the heck did that happen that we grew up in the same house?
Yes. Yes, that is so funny you said that because I was just talking to my mom earlier, and she was like,
I understand, honey. I went through the same thing. I had one sister, and I used to look at my mom when we were growing, my sister and I were growing up, and I said to her, Mom, first I said to her, you can tell me now, I'm sure I was adopted. And my mother would laugh, you know. And then as we got older, I said to my mom, what happened to her? What is she so angry at everybody? Why is she so angry all the time and so combative? You know? And then there's all of us that we just want to fix everything and have peace. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like and I always say, you know, I have been so blessed. My sister is gone now almost 5 years, and I didn't speak to her for the last almost 15 years of her life. And I thank God every day that I have wonderful friends that are the sisters I never had and the brothers I never had. And sometimes it really isn't about blood, you know? So I beg of you.
I've actually been learning that.
Yeah,
I've been
sweetheart.
I've been finding family in my church, my
church
circle. I've been trying to just stick to
God
them,
bless
you know?
you. You know, and there's I want you to always remember that I want you to look at the conflict that was in your house when you were, I'm talking about a little girl growing up. And now, as an adult, you can make different choices. And God bless you for not having followed down that road, you know?
Yes, definitely.
It's so interesting because you really are the one true nurturer in your family. And that's the truth. And it's so funny when Barbara mentioned you to us. And by the way, you have a big fan club here with Jonathan, Kelly, Barbara, and I. You have a big fan club.
For sure.
And
you guys are awesome. I'm subscribed.
But it's the truth, and they were your part of the journey that you came in to learn, because you are very unlike really anybody in your family. And you kind of look around, except you had a grandmother that you were very, very like. And it is.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, because that's the one that looks like, it's like, oh, there you are. The two of you were like kindred spirits, you know. But it feels like your immediate family, aside from this grandmother, it's like, how in the world did I land in this madhouse? You know?
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
That's exactly what it looks like to me. And I know that you were, especially with your sister, everything was your fault. But trust me, honey, it's not. That's her journey.
Oh my gosh, how did you know that? How did you know that?
That's hilarious.
Well, my dad, before my dad passed away, he was always like, look out for your little sister, you know? And she just dealt with it in a very unhealthy way, and I always felt
Aren't you polite, sweetheart?
Oh.
Sweetheart, you have nothing to feel guilty about. She's not 12 years old anymore. Come on, she was combative from the time she was 6.
How did you know she was 12? How did you know she was 12?
Hello.
When he passed away.
I'm sure.
Oh my God.
Because she was combative from the time she was 6. And at 12, all control was lost of her. There was no pulling her back in or reining her back in. She was on the self-destruct road. And excuse me, by the time she was 12, 13, she had a mouth like a sailor.
Yeah, she still does.
So, I know that, honey. Now it's just been given full reign, and God help anybody that gets in her way. But you have nothing to feel guilty about, sweetheart. Nothing. And I beg of you to take care of you. And I know you'll laugh, but there is a reason why you met Barbara and Priscilla. You know, my mom used to say we can pick our friends, but we can't pick our family. And I'm begging you to give yourself the gift of friends that you have things in common with by nature. Do you know what I mean? Because it is you have always had to be the I'll fix it, and I'm sorry, you need to take care of you. Because you have always been the one that's last on your list. And I'm telling you, this coming year, you'll see it start to shift right before Christmas, where all of a sudden you're going to go, I think I can do this. I think it's time. And because you have denied yourself the opportunity to be happy. And I'm going to teach you a very valuable word that people like us don't use very often. The word is small. It's 2 letters. It starts with an N and ends with an O.
Oh, the word is no. I knew right away.
I knew you did, because that is still so hard for you to say, especially when it comes to your family.
Yeah, I mean, I like helping people and being there for people, but I mean,
honey, do you remember what I said to you about a nurturer? You were born a nurturer. And how you don't work with pets and kids is a mystery to me. How you don't work with children and animals, I don't understand. That feeds your soul.
Yeah, it does.
I know.
It definitely
so
does.
Why are you
I spend with my nephew.
Oh, I believe it. I can't imagine why you are not making that part of as a career for you. Because it is something that truly brings you joy. What, honey?
I don't know. I'm kind of in. I don't know what I want to do right now. You know.
I know that. I know, but by it. I wish I could tell you it's tomorrow. I know that, but this by March, you're going to have an opportunity to be able to. You're going to be very clear about what you want to do, and it feels like it. Honestly, I see you. I know you've been a caregiver, but that's your nature. But the kind of caregiving that you do, it pays your rent, and your bills. But I have to tell you, it doesn't feel like it's emotionally fulfilling for you or spiritually fulfilling for you. And it is
a time because
yes,
I take care of them.
I know that
they pass away, and then it's just.
Yes, next. I understand. I hear you. And that's why I said to you, I don't understand why you are not working with children and pets, because that's what brings you joy and feeds your soul. And you have been doing this for what, 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years. Like in the last 9 years, it's been about 6. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, because it feels like in March you'll have an opportunity to make a change that is just going to really feed your soul, because you're coming into so much a more peaceful and happier time. And I know you'll laugh when I say this. That one's for Jonathan. I want you to know that your father, he is deeply saddened that he couldn't stick around, but he's always with you. Don't you know that? You were the light in the family. Oh, honey, he's absolutely around you. Forgive me, but your sister's deaf, your mother's deaf. Don't you also have a brother?
Yes, I do.
I thought so.
I have
Okay.
a little brother.
Okay, because I see your father around you and your little brother, but I don't see him connecting with your mother or your sister.
No, not at all.
Isn't that interesting? But definitely he's around you. And you need to be very open to him visiting because he's around. It's just everything in your life has been so stressful that there's been very little time for you to have emotional peace. And you're coming into a really beautiful period that is going to make up for all of it. And you'll see it starting. I keep getting December 20th, and I keep seeing it from December 20th to March, and it feels like by the middle of March, all of a sudden you have this clarity and things are lighter and brighter and softer, and there's not so much, I keep wanting to say, hysteria in the background. And
I'm
because
so
that's
blown away because I feel this happening already. I already have a feeling. You know what I mean? I'm just.
Absolutely, I know what you mean.
Try to stay away from the drama, and it's something I'm just learning. So it's that's so crazy that you know that.
Well, that's what I do. I've been doing this work since I'm 10 and a half, Megan. What, honey? What'd you say?
You definitely have a gift, that's for sure. I said you definitely have a gift.
Thank you.
And March is my birthday month, so.
Oh my God! What day?
The 28th.
What day? Oh wow!
The 28th,
of course you.
March 28th.
That's funny. Your son falls in my 12th house, so we must have known each other before. Because that's a karmic connection. That is so funny. Well, I got to tell you, you're coming into a very happy time, and you're going to learn to use. I want you to remember these words. Gee whiz, I'm sorry you're going through that, but I'm sure you will find a way to resolve this or work through it. You hear me?
What's your last name? I'm going to put you on the calendar.
What happened?
I was going to put you in the calendar. What's your full name?
Our birthday calendar.
Megan Lanphier. Megan Brittany Lanphier.
Megan.
What a beautiful name. How do you spell your last name?
Lanphier.
Lanphier.
Okay.
What a beautiful name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's
I think
true.
It's French. I'm not sure.
It's beautiful. And it's so funny because it feels like this coming year, and you will really be in full bloom by the middle, just before your birthday. Isn't that funny? And it feels like all of a sudden you look around and everything seems lighter and feels easier, and you're going to have an opportunity that's brought to you. It's so funny because it feels like it's brought to you by a man that looks very tough and sounds very stern and all that stuff, which is hilarious because he's not like that. And he's going to open the door for you to start a whole new journey in your life that will feed your soul. And it's, nice. Oh my God, you seem so much happier, and you will never look back. You will never look back. You're going to, and I beg of you, sweetheart, be kind to yourself. As kind as you are to other people, be kind to yourself. Okay. Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. You hear me?
I will work on it. Yes. Easier said than done.
You know what though, but only you can make that choice for yourself. And between the middle of December, between the beginning of December and the middle of March, that's going to become crystal clear for you. And by the way, there's no delicate way to say this to you. Your sister is going to act out even more than she usually does. And you need to emotionally protect yourself. And by the way, would you take that target off your back? Because
every time I try to help her, she ends up stealing from me or something.
Honey,
you know?
Oh my God, we had the same sister. My sister stole every one of my cashmere sweaters and every one of my chenille sweaters. It's like, seriously? I mean,
I had my rent money in my purse, and she took it out, and I
of
didn't
course
think
she did.
Because my mind doesn't think like that, and
of course
I
not.
couldn't believe it, you know.
Oh, you know what? It is
Did
always
I
shocking
still try to
to
help
us.
her? Yes.
Yes, of course we did. And you know what? The sad part about it is she does not want to be helped. She knows that she can always take from you and feed off of you and steal from you because you will never say no. And you need to really learn to say no, sweetheart. Because the way she has chosen to live, that is a conscious choice. You're not responsible. It wouldn't have mattered what you'd have done. It doesn't matter how much you help her, do for her, give to her, are there for her. She appreciates nothing.
I know. That's what it feels like, too.
But, sweetheart, I'm telling you, I don't know your sister, but I know your sister. And I'm begging you for yourself. You know, I don't ever believe people meet by accident. And there's a reason why you met Barbara and Priscilla.
It's so sweet.
And it's true. And it is you have a larger family. You have Kelly and Jonathan and me. You're not alone. And we have all, I'm serious. It's like we all grew up with members of our family like your sister somewhere along the way, and we kind of went, what the heck is that, you know? And how can I fix this? You need to put your superwoman cape away. You are not responsible for your sister's behavior. And it's funny, my ex-husband said to me, you need to call your sister and get your sweaters back. And I looked at him and I said, not a chance. He said, why not? I said, because it is I hope she enjoys them. It's the last thing she will ever get from me.
Oh my God! I said something like that similar to my sister last time too. I believe it. I told her to get out of my car. You know, keep it. Get out of my car.
That's hilarious.
Because she swore on our dad's grave that she didn't take it, and I saw it right there in her bra. You know.
Well, do you know what I find? My favorite part is you and I had the same sister. Mine didn't have an addiction issue except lying. If her lips were moving, she was lying. And she had the same middle name as your sister. And that middle name is what's yours is mine, what's theirs is mine, what's mine is mine. What do you mean it's not mine? That's their middle name.
Mhm.
And how dare you say no?
Mhm.
And I'm begging you.
She doesn't even ask. She just takes.
Honey, that was my sister. No conscience whatsoever. What's yours is mine, what's mine is mine. What's theirs is mine. Doesn't think a thing about it.
She's very
And
selfish. She got caught using in the restroom when she was giving giving birth to the baby.
Of course.
She locked herself in the bathroom. That's how bad off she is. She tried to run away to go use. I mean, it was just my whole family was just so traumatized.
Horrified.
You know, the baby's still sick. He's just getting over it. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? The good news is she can't do that to him anymore.
Yeah. Amen to that. That's so true.
Yeah.
So precious.
That is really a gift from God. That now he will have a chance to heal.
Yeah.
And it is something that you need to give yourself permission to do that. You're not responsible for her behavior, honey. She was a lesson for you. Learn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're about out of time.
Please.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Megan, we will talk again. Thanks, you,
Megan.
sweetheart.
Okay,
you are too.
It's perfect timing because I actually have to be at church at 7, so, I mean, it's just perfect timing. Yeah. I was about to say I got to go, so that's perfect.
Go, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Perfect.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
What a lovely girl.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, she is lovely.
Well, she really is.
You and
that worked out.
You and Priscilla really are a gift from God to her.
I feel that too. Not that we're such a gift, but I feel like there was such a reason behind this meeting.
Oh,
wow.
Honey,
That's cool.
1,000%. And Jonathan, God bless you, sweetheart. Thank you for bringing all of us together.
Yeah.
I appreciate you more than you could ever know.
Mhm.
Well, do you want to go ahead and do the shout out, Barbara?
Sure. And we're so sorry to the other callers who couldn't get through to Karen tonight, but we hope that
we
Blog
love
Talk
you.
Radio will. Yeah, we love you. And we hope Blog Talk Radio fixes that real soon. And make sure that you call back Thursday when we have Karen on Thursday. We have her
and
every
tomorrow.
Thursday. And tomorrow.
Oh, and tomorrow, yes.
Big
it's a special day. Miss Kelly.
Birthday show. And we get to see all about Kelly with Karen's reading, with her astrological reading, so that's going to be exciting. I love those days. And it's for our special Kelly.
Oh, thank you.
And so everybody, please tune in for sure. And we can't wait for tomorrow. And then don't forget to follow us on YouTube and listen to all of our shows. Find our guided meditations and chakra days and psychic counseling, all right there. Tons of shows to choose from. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all under Life, Laughter, Happiness. And stop by our website, too, and sign up. So thanks, everybody, and thank you, Karen and Kelly and Johnny.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you, too. Have a great night.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
Have a great night.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Yes, I'm here.
Will you please call me?
Sure.
Thank you, dear.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.